Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Monday, October the 7th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, this is the email address you can use. This is a link to get into our free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic, and I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. In the email that you're getting, you will see a promo code for 15% off either the first month only or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. Well, we're getting closer and closer to earnings season. I cannot wait because I'm going to show you one scan that I use after hours that will be absolutely full once we're in earnings season. Hardly anything showing up right now. It's just kind of showing stocks that are moving, the big movers, either on the upside or the downside. And yes, of course, there are individual stocks that are moving, and we're able to find some of them. No question about that. But overall, there's just not a lot of action. And but that'll change once earnings season starts. So take a look at RAD. RAD is one from the AI that I actually took. You can see had a couple of alerts. Two different strong stock pulling back was the strategy. And we still have the segmentation of the AI. So it was in two of the segments. Hopefully we're going to get rid of that soon. Anyway, 785 and 793 were the two triggers. I waited for an 8 break actually, and it was the second time for the 8 break. Got in right here at 802, and I basically sold everything right around 820. Not really trusting this market to continue, and this one still has some room though. I'm going to watch it later on. If you take a look at it on the time frame weekly chart, you'll see that there's a couple of spiked highs right up to there, up to the $10 level. So I'm not saying it's going to get there, but obviously it still has some room. If you look over here, you'll see $9, So, it still has some room for Rite Aid, RAD. So this will probably make the watch list for tomorrow, as long as it doesn't completely collapse. And then what else did I do? Very, very little action again for me. I did take this one. Actually, let's take a look at the watch list. Now, the watch list was very choppy. The AKCA, let's take a look at it, 2180. Did get up. If you could have got it, it went very, very quickly, 2249 before it came back down. So, I guess we can call that a win. Depends how quickly you could have acted on this. The Sorrento, the same sort of thing. 279, and it popped up to 291 before it pulled back. The meat was really messy. This one, I will continue to watch it tomorrow because it still has some room. The 200-day moving average is 445, and the VWAP's at 442. And it tried. I have an alert set up here at 457 because if you look on a higher time frame, you'll see that it has some room, if you look on a weekly chart. it has, in theory, some room up to here. But it's just struggling to really clear that 200-day moving average. The FRO is a shipper, 1082. What did it hit? Yeah, nothing. It hasn't really moved. Now, the Avaya, tricky, 1389. I know it got up to 1430, so on the surface it looks pretty good, but pretty choppy. And it's kind of tied into this RNG, though it appears that it's trading on its own a little bit. Though now it's starting to follow it. They have a tie-in. This was the news on Friday, of course, with RNG and AVYA. You see that on Friday. Sorry, here's Friday's action right there, and tremendous. And this is the after-hours action Thursday afternoon, and it continued Friday. Continuation today, but starting to give it up now. And what else? The Euronav is something I was in. Modest. 1031. I got out right around here, 1042. This was another very, very, choppy one. When I say choppy, look at the topping tails and bottoming tails on the 15-minute chart. 1983, and it got up to 2048, but you would have had to have some pretty good resolve to hang on through all this choppiness. Did have some news today though, and this is our relatively recent IPO, so probably will be watched tomorrow. And the SGH just showed up. What is it doing right now? Yeah, I mean, it could be interesting. There it is, 2773. And if I look on the, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Yeah, some room, so it's already taken out last week's high, which was 2766. So, I mean, this definitely has some room. So I'll be watching this as we go forward. This is what I'm talking about, though, my scan that I use. Let's bring it up here. Just got to find it. Just give me a second here. So the evening scan so this is what I use, once the market, just a second. Once the market closes today, I'll wait half an hour, let some stocks come in that might be releasing earnings. I mean, this is it, guys. I mean, my filters aren't really horrible. I mean, horrible that tight, but I guarantee that once earnings season starts, this will be full. So this is what I'm saying is that not getting, for me anyway, a lot of action on a lot of different stocks, and that'll all change once we get into earnings season. So anyway, want to get back into the room, see if that SGH might have some room later on today. I might take this one because of the void action. So bring this one over here. And again, as always, if you want to follow my watch list, click on New, Channel Bar, and Barry's Windows. And remember, everything you see in a channel, these are just layouts. So if you click on this is a layout. So if you have a layout already loaded, which most of you probably will have, remember, it's going to replace your layout, which is okay as long as you've saved your layout to the cloud. Now, what a lot of people will do, and I'll just demonstrate what you can do. See, so you can take these three windows, because these are the ones that you'll watch all week long. You can take these windows, so close down your layout, or if you don't have to, because you can load my layout and it'll replace your layout, and then save these windows to the cloud, each individual window to the cloud, save. So right click, save or share, save. It'll go to the cloud, each individual window to the cloud, bring back your layout, okay? And then load these three layouts individually back. And then, I know it sounds convoluted, but it really isn't. So now you've got your layout loaded again. Then load these three from the cloud. You have to do it individually. File, load from the cloud, find them, load them, and then you'll see these three windows. It'll be in your layout, but you have to save your layout then. File, either save it to your computer or save it to the cloud. And then tomorrow, when you load your layout, these three will be incorporated into your layout. Now, I do say, to ensure, you do have to do this every Monday morning for sure, because I changed the symbol list name. So if you do this next Monday, it won't work because I'll have a new symbol list. Plus, I do reserve the right to maybe make some changes to the filters every day. So to ensure, that you have the latest, just click on my windows. And, the exercise takes maybe 30 seconds. So click on it before the market opens, save the three windows to the cloud, and then get your layout back, bring these three back, and then save your layout. I mean, it's really not that big a deal. And then you'll be ensured that you have the latest, both filters and, of course, the... here, I'm just going to close down all my... There we go. Close this down. All right, everybody, I want to get back into the room, so I will shut this down, this chart down. And if you have any questions for me, just use this email address. Again, the link for their free room. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. I hope to see you then. Bye-bye.